Yesterday, a man stopped me after church in Abuja. His eyes were heavy, his voice low. He said, "Ahmed, my life has already been written. I am doomed. Nothing good can ever happen to me." And my heart broke because I know this is how so many Nigerians feel today. Like their story has already been carved in stone. But let me tell you something. Your life is not a finished book. Your story is a manuscript and you hold the pen. By the end of this episode, you will understand how to take those two words, I am, and use them to rewrite your story, no matter what your past looks like, no matter what Nigeria looks like right now. Stay with me till the end of this episode, because I'm going to show you a step-by-step process for shifting your identity from victim to author. I will also share real Nigerian stories of people who once believed they were finished, but rewrote their destinies with the power of I am. Let's be real. In Nigeria today, many feel like side characters in someone else's story. Politicians make decisions. The economy dictates prices. Employers decide salaries. It feels like life is being written for you. But here is the truth. What you call yourself is more powerful than what anyone else calls you. The Bible says in Isaiah 62:2, "And thou shalt be called by a new name, which the mouth of the Lord shall name." That means names and identities can be changed. They are not permanent. To be the author means you stop reciting the chapters others have written for you. I am poor, I am unlucky, I am just managing, and start writing your own chapter with boldness. I am prosperous, I am favored, I am unstoppable. Let me paint the picture. Fuel prices rise, power supply fails, the news screams inflation. People say, I am finished, I am suffering, I am cursed. But those words repeated daily become your script. And life, like a faithful actor, will play it out exactly as written. This is why Jesus said in Matthew 12:37, "For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned." Your I am is your pen. Every time you speak, you write. Every time you repeat it, you engrave it deeper. And every time you believe it, you publish it into reality. If your life feels stuck, maybe it's time to change the author. Not the government, not your boss, not your spouse, but the I am you carry inside. There was a tailor in Kaduna who always said, "I am just a roadside tailor." That identity kept him small. He charged low prices, he attracted struggling customers, and he stayed stuck. One day, he shifted his declaration. He began to say, "I am a fashion designer. I am creating styles for kings." At first, people laughed, but he kept declaring it. Soon, he changed his branding, invested in better presentation, and carried himself differently. A year later, one of his designs appeared at a wedding in Lagos, and suddenly he had a new kind of clientele. What changed? Not his sewing machine, not his thread, his I am. Step 1. Identify your current script. Write down the I am statements you've been living under. Be brutally honest. Things like, "I am always broke. I am unlucky in love. I am too old to start again." Step 2. Reject the old story. Say it out loud. "That is who I was. It is not who I am." Refuse to let the past be your pen. Step 3. Author a new chapter. Create 3 to 5 new I am statements that align with the future you want. I am a provider, not a beggar. I am walking into divine opportunities. I am building generational wealth. Step 4. Live the script daily. Don't just speak it, live it. If you declare I am wealthy, carry yourself with dignity even when you have little. If you say I am strong, take steps that reflect strength. Step 5. Publish it in action. Take one bold action that matches your new identity. If you say I am a business owner, register that business name this week. If you say I am favored, step into rooms you once feared. A young man in Lagos failed West African Examinations Council exams twice. Everyone around him labeled him I am a failure. He repeated it so often that it became his reality. One day, he came across this principle. He began to say, "I am brilliant. I am passing this exam." He studied with a new confidence. The third time, he passed with distinctions. When asked what changed, he didn't say his teacher or his textbooks. He said, "It was my I am that changed." In Kogi State, a widow struggled to feed her children. She always said, "I am cursed." Her words carried sorrow, and even neighbors avoided her stall. Then one evening, she heard a teaching. "Let the weak say I am strong," Joel 3:10. She began to declare, "I am blessed, I am favored." Slowly, her countenance changed. She started attracting kindness. Someone offered her small capital. She grew a thriving yam business. Today, her children are in school. Revelation 21:5 says, "Behold, I make all things new." That's not just about heaven, it's about life here. You can make your story new, but the ink is your I am. What story have you been telling yourself every morning? If your I am is your pen, what chapter are you currently writing? Would you let yesterday's pain dictate tomorrow's story? Nigeria may not hand you a perfect script, but you are not powerless, you are not doomed, you are the author. So from today, stop repeating the lines of struggle. Tear out those pages, write something new, declare boldly, "I am not finished, I am not ordinary. I am writing a story of victory." Say it until you feel it. Believe it until you live it. Because the world will only play back the story you insist on telling yourself. Your pen is in your mouth, your future is in your declaration. Stop saying what you don't want. Start saying who you really are. Drop one powerful I am in the comments below. Let's fill this community with new chapters. And if you've not yet subscribed, hit that button now. Because on this channel, we are not just reading stories, we are writing them. And your best chapters are still ahead. Remember, you are the author and the pen is two simple words. I am.